Chapter 30, 1992 to the 2000s. Computers become very important in the late 1990s and early 2000s. Silicon Valley, an area in San Francisco, has many computer businesses, including Apple, Xerox, Intel, Google, Facebook, etc. Here is a picture of the first computer. Eventually, two men by the name of Stephen Wozniak and Steve Jobs created the first practical and affordable computer called the Apple II in 1976. It used a device called a mouse, on-screen graphic icons, and software. Eventually, Bill Gates founds Microsoft and starts his own revolution with a new operating system and software. By the late 1990s, people are using technology more than ever, including, for the first time ever, email. In 1996, Congress passed a law allowing phone companies to compete with each other. In the past, there was only one phone company. New technologies like cell phones, MP3 players, cameras, radios, TVs, music, and video recorders are invented, and eventually, internet becomes available to the public. The World Wide Web is created in 1990 in Switzerland and allows people to buy products online, including stocks, communicate with one another, start blogs, email, etc. In 1992, Bill Clinton is elected president for the first time. He is a Democrat. His goals were to reduce the deficit and lower interest rates. However, he did have to raise taxes. Here is Clinton with his wife, who tried to create government health care, but she was unsuccessful. During his time in office, the Family Medical Leave Act was passed, AmeriCorps, and gun control laws. While he was in office, Clinton fought with the Republicans in Congress, and they had a short government shutdown in which Clinton came out looking like a winner, and he was reelected president in 1996. During Clinton's second term, the economy continued to expand, which is a good thing. They passed a child tax credit for income tax. However, Clinton was impeached for committing perjury, which is lying, and obstruction of justice, when he had an affair with an intern, and he tried to get her a job from one of his friends, and that is illegal. In 1991, we sent peacekeepers to Haiti, Bosnia, Kosovo. During the 1990s, African Americans had many achievements. Carol Moseley Braun becomes the first African American in the Senate. Dr. May Carol Jemison is the first African American woman in space. And Tiger Woods wins the Masters Golf Tournament. He was the youngest at the age of 21. He has now won 5 times. Other events during Clinton's presidency include helping the Kurds, which is a minority group in Iraq, trying to keep peace in the Middle East. And there's a picture of Kosovo, Serbia. During the economic boom of the 1990s, people's income rose. When people are happy, they like their president. Clinton appeared on MTV asking young people to get out and vote, and they did. Unfortunately, we also had a lot of immigration issues. Immigration quotas had been abolished in 1965. Many immigrants were coming here, fleeing war, famine, corrupt governments, but they were faced with problems, so many came illegally. In 1986, Immigration Reform and Control Act was passed to help stop illegal immigration. In 1996, Illegal Immigration Reform and Immigrant Responsibility Act said that more money for border control was needed. In 2001, immigration was put under the control of Homeland Security. More than one half of our new immigrants are coming from Latin American countries. Also, we have many coming from Asia. Immigrants from Cuba, Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia came during war or revolution. And so in 2006, our next president, George W. Bush, will make immigration a top priority. We are now a more interdependent world than ever before. We are in a global economy. Americans fight for jobs with people overseas. Globalization is a very important network. Many European countries joined together, creating the European Union so they could compete with the United States. We depend on trade with China for many things. In 2011, under Obama, and in 2016, under Trump, these presidents wanted to bring more jobs back to America. The environment was always a concern. And so the late 1990s, early 2000s was a time of change.